Hey everyone, welcome back to the Recreational Runner channel. You'll probably notice that since you last saw me, I've grown a bit of a beard, a bit of a messy grey one. That's because I've been in self-isolation and I've been working from home. But before we get into all of that, I'm going to try not to mention the thing that's going on at the minute because you can watch plenty of other channels and the news to talk about all of that stuff. I want to try and be motivational as usual with free running tips, tricks and advice as always, and I want to motivate everybody in the community that we're trying to build. But before we get into all of that, let's just jump back to, I just had to check Strava, March the 11th, when a much more positive me was out there running again.
I normally upload once a week progress that I'm doing in my own training, but as anyone who's been on the channel for a while will know, I hit an injury. Second one already in 2020. This time though, it was nothing to do with running. So I did the Red January challenge in January and ran every day. Hit 160k, I think, just over 100 miles. All good. Had a knee twinge from day 9. Went on about that in my vlog if you want to check it out in the playlist for Red Jan challenge. Managed to nurse the knee though. And then I was just, at the start of February, getting my daughter out of the car to take her to nursery, and I pulled a muscle in my back. Apparently, according to my osteopath, which I ended up seeing, I saw sports physio, sports massage, ended up having 2 sessions with an osteopath. Apparently 80% of the people he sees, mid-40s like me, or early 40s, pulling their back, lifting something, usually around children. So yeah, it's quite common. But it means I've been out running for 5 weeks now. So today's run is really a test of the knee, the back, and my overall fitness. The most important thing I wanted to talk about today is actually mental health, mental well-being. Red January was all for the charity Mind, which helped people struggling with mental health issues. And being injured, I've got to tell you, I feel great now, by the way, because my back isn't hurting. I'm able to bend over and tie my shoelaces up properly for the first time in 5 weeks today. But I probably came close. Probably not quite rock bottom, but I've been pretty down. I've not been able to lift Sophia, the baby, in and out of her cot. She's been sick, not coronavirus, by the way. She's been waking up a lot at night. Sylvia's back at work as of February, and she's had to deal with that because I literally could not bend, especially carrying something. It was horrendously painful. So Sylvia and I were both tired, stressed, and we started getting on each other's nerves a bit and not being able to run and clear my head. I was struggling last week, really struggling. Been really down a lot of times. But I'm back out here today, so it just reminded me how important exercise is for a good quality of life and mental health. My message is, look out for each other. You never know what's going on with someone's life, what's going on in their head, how they're feeling. I'd like to think I'm generally quite a bubbly, outgoing person. That's why I got into this vlogging and stuff in the first place. But I try to maintain that kind of outward persona as much as possible. But I was pretty down. And that's what I mean, you don't know. You could be talking to someone who's absolutely fine, and it's difficult because they might not want to admit anything to you. I certainly didn't. My manager at work picked up on me making more mistakes at work and stuff, and has helped a lot actually. Just be kind to people. If you notice someone's behavioural patterns have changed, reach out to them. There might be something going on that maybe just talking to you can help. The back is okay though, that's the main thing from today, but obviously after sleep tonight, tomorrow morning will be the test if it's gone really stiff or not. So I guess my plan is to stop setting a 5k goal, because every time I've set myself that 5k goal on camera to do a sub 25-minute 5k, I've got injured or sick or something's gone wrong and I haven't managed to do it. So ignoring that, I'm not doing that now. I'm just going now to get back into the 80-20, 80% easy running. There's a playlist above if you want to check this out, by the way, and understand it more using my heart rate. 80% low intensity, 20% speed work each week. Hopefully I'll be back to posting once a week now with my progress and hints, tips and tricks for you. Mentally feeling fantastic today, regardless of the fact I've gone backwards, feeling good just because I'm back out there. So happy running.
So as you saw from that video on March the 11th, I talked about it in the video, but I did Red January Challenge, ran every day in January, then got sick in February, or I got injured as well. Ran twice in February in the end. I just checked Strava, or I'm checking Strava as we speak. I ran on February the 3rd and February the 10th, and then pulled my back and didn't manage to run again until March 11th in that video. And I was full of positivity, ready to go. The back has basically still been giving me jip, to be honest. And then obviously the world has just gone crazy, as we all know. But anyway, what I want to say to you all today is let's look at that positive James out there running. Let's all be positive. Let's get through this together as best we can. And I had an idea. I already shared it in our Facebook group and in my running club Facebook group. Haven't had much response yet. We're only on day one of, we're not even on lockdown. We're on kind of stay at home, social isolation is the word they're using, but bars, clubs and restaurants and pubs and leisure centres, anywhere where they get people to socialise together, are obviously being shut down here in the UK as of today. So it's March the 20th. No, yes it is March 20th because it's my birthday tomorrow. March the 21st is my birthday. Self-isolating at home with Sylvia and Sophia. So I had an idea, which is to get you guys to share clips of what you're doing to stay motivated, what you're doing to stay fit and healthy. I've obviously only run 3 times since the end of January, which is terrible. I'm putting on weight again, working from home. Not only have I grown this horrible scruffy beard, but I've also just been eating and snacking way too much. It's the boredom factor. But hopefully the back is still giving me jip, but hopefully a couple of more days rest this weekend and I'll be back to normal with the back. Overall colds and all that kind of stuff as well. So getting back out there myself. We're still free to go to the park, and as long as we keep away from people. So hopefully I'll get back out running this weekend. But as things progress, there's that fear that we might be forced into smaller areas, i.e. our back gardens and our homes. If you haven't got a back garden, what are you going to do? But I thought it'd be a good idea for us to all motivate each other, and not just me talking to the camera, but you guys too. So if you're up for it, send me a clip of what you're doing on a regular basis, either before the activity or after the activity or during the activity, whatever you're comfortable with, just to say a message to everybody about staying positive, keeping that mind healthy, keeping the body healthy. Mental health, mental well-being is so important, as I said in the video before. But yeah, if we could all share that, and it's something visual rather than just chatting in the Facebook group, then I just think it will be really, really good for everybody. And it won't just be about me all the time coming up with things to say and do. It'll be about the community, you guys too. And on that note, obviously, check out our Facebook page. It's linked down below. Get involved in that. The guys are really trying hard on there already, sharing their runs image-wise via Strava, etc. within the Facebook group to help motivate people, and chatting and giving each other encouragement and stuff. But I think things are only going to get worse, and we need to come together as a group, as a community, and really, really help each other. I'm going to sneeze. Might have to edit that out. That's nothing to do with being ill. I think it's this light and the dust in this room, because I haven't used this room for a while, I promise. Did it in the elbow. I haven't got any tissues handy. Will be washing my hands for 20 seconds straight after this. But yes, share your clip, WeTransfer, Dropbox, whatever, and I'll edit them together, and we'll do a weekly, hopefully a weekly clip with everybody involved, or more people involved, motivating everyone, giving well wishes to everyone. But as always, if you like the channel, if you're going to be following it while you're sat at home, which would be great, don't forget to hit that subscribe and that like and that bell. Let's get involved. Happy running.